as if she's talking and laughing with somebody else. What? You mean, so is this an invisible friend who hangs out with you sometimes? Or do they just imagination? Oh, you must mean imagined friend, right? So, this imaginary friend of yours, when does seriously? So, imaginary friends just... Oh, Paimon was looking forward... No, because they have this game in Liyue. Have you heard of it? It's a 4-player game, but it seems you guys could play it with just the 2 of you.
Oh, Traveler. Fancy meeting you here.
Tone-deaf bard. What are you doing here?
I'm here because Lisa has been making some exciting new contraptions.
Why does the thought of Lisa's contraptions make...
Come now, that's no way to speak about the elegant Miss Lisa. For this particular contraption, Lisa had to import some dangerous materials from Sumeru.
Dangerous?
That's right. Looks like a monocle, but actually it's called an Ernama detector. Sadly, Lisa isn't able to use it herself, so I'm borrowing it for a while. And also, I'm testing it out for her, to see if it actually works.
Huh? Why can't...
Perhaps it's because she lacks a certain childlike sense of wonder. If you want to know for sure, just ask her yourself sometime.
So, you can see them? Go on, tell us!
Anyway, it's all yours now, Traveler.
Do you see him? Do you see him?
So it does work for you two.
Paimon wants to see? Wait, but this... Alright then, you'll just have to be Paimon's eyes on the... Flora from the flower shop always seems kinda floaty-headed. You know, Paimon bets she has an imaginary friend.
There it is! Behold, a floaty imaginary friend for floaty-headed Flora!
Wait, imagine...
Hi, Traveler. Hi, Bard. Sure, how can I help? Oh, you mean Mr. Floaty? Mr. Floaty is my bestest friend.
No fair.
Flora, why exactly are you friends with a bloaty floaty?
What's wrong with it?
Friends with a fly...
Because then when it's windy...
Isn't that called being blown?
That's what some people... I only found out this plant existed from I think his name was... Stanley. Stanley's an adventurer, and you can tell he's an expert at it from the Amazing Adventures of Stanley. He's in the city at the moment. You should go out...
That sounds like a fun idea for next time.
Flora's...
Which child shall we interrogate next?
Paimon's thinking. Oh, how about that little guy on the bridge? Eat this! No way!
Well...
Timmy's imaginary friend is a ruin guard? Paimon's freaking out.
What say you we postpone...
Huh? Paimon has a favorite, series? How about Children are more open-minded. Is that why they can think up all kinds of imaginary friends?
Fitting, isn't it? That the City of Freedom should be home to children with such boundless powers of imagination.
What about adults' imaginations? Let's ask some adults at the tavern.
Just one more. The thing about wine is, you have to drink it at the tavern, or you miss out on half the
Seems to me you'd find some way of keeping yourself amused.
If I didn't know any better, I would say you're...
Just drink responsibly on my premises, okay?
Oh, and if I did have one to...
Throw you out?
You know, the same way you threw out Father's legacy.
I see no reason to cling to things that have outlived their...
Is that so?
Sorry. I have no recollection.
That's odd. Master Diluc.
Seems our suspicions were right.
Like I said, a lack of childlike.
So people just stopped drinking.
This raises an interest. Let's go and check. How about Ellen? Someone of her age surely must have...
Uh-oh. Somehow, Paimon finds the idea of not being able to see Ellen's imaginary friend kinda scary.
But a momentary distraction.
How can I smash all these training dummies at once?
Floaty body!
Shame. Didn't man... How can I... So that's how to do it. I'm impressed.
Blade!
Oh.
Jean? Is Master Jean Ellen's imaginary friend? Yeah.
Oh,
Are you always...
you bet. I hope I can be...
So that you can fight shoulder to shoulder with me.
I mean...
Seems Ellen really
I was thinking... how can I smash all these training dummies at once? So that's how to do it. I'm impressed. Oh, thank you. Well,
Ellen,
thanks. Shoot. Honorary knight. Could you deliver a message to Jack? He's a friend of mine. We were gonna meet up tonight. If I'm not mistaken, Stanley's a truly legendary adventurer. Great.
The Temple of the Lion? We explored this place once before, didn't we? During the Storm Terror incident. Seems like it's now a hot spot for adventurers. That can only mean one thing. Looks like we can't go any further.
Not to worry, allow me. Those who wander in the dust, the wind shall send soaring sky high.
We didn't bag all the loot last time!
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Yahoo! Ha! Ha! Yeah! Let's play! Think you can get away? Yeah!
Hey, are those guys...
Out of the frying pan, into the...
Inazuma shines eternal!
What? Time for takeoff. Yeah, brace yourselves.
I was so sure.
To be fair, so, you must be...
Yes.
Actually, we...
Ellen has a message for you.
Oh, I see.
Huh? I don't see.
Whoa!
I must... Well then, how would everyone like to proceed? Head back or head further inside?
I think we should keep going.
Okay, motion...
So, I'm guessing you mostly came here because you want to hear my adventure stories. Am I right?
No, we really were just looking for Jack.
What? Do you know who I am? I am Stanley, renowned adventurer of Mondstadt.
Yeah, I think we got that.
Well, your attitude says maybe you don't got that. I am Stanley, the living legend. Stanley who braved the Manjavari.
Enough already! Ugh. Stop name-dropping yourself every time you open your mouth!
It's true, though. Stanley is the most amazing guy.
Well, Jack will listen, won't you? Where was I?
You and your partner reached the Merjavari, a famously terrifying place with not a wisp of wind.
Precisely! There was a deathly silence in the air. A sea of ashes stretched out before us, as far as the eye could see. The Merjavari. Suddenly, my partner was caught in a whirlpool whipped up by an evil beast. Luckily, I managed to grab hold of him just in time.
Wow. So, did he make it?
Sadly, in the end, I alone was able to set foot on home ground once more, with the gentle breeze carried away the tears welling up in my eyes.
Poor guy. How could that happen?
Jack, you can't cry so easily if you want to be a great adventurer.
I know. Because an adventurer's proudest achievement is to die in the course of their final...
Traveler, could I ask you to use the Nernama detector once?
What? Stan?
It seems his imaginary friend is a seasoned warrior. You're saying his imaginary... Interesting idea.
Please excuse me.
Bye, Stanley. Do you two still have time?
What is it?
A few days ago, Stanley got drunk and told the weapons he took on his adventure, all those... I don't know. Since you guys are the experts at that, I don't know. If I can just get up right now, I'm just a rookie. My abilities are limited, so what do you... I can't bring...
Aw, poor Jack. Venti.
Oh, one other thing.
Dadaupa Gorge, was it?
Shine down!
Eat
There is no escape!
Don't be nervous. Just relax.
Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered!
Hey, that bunch of hills trolls. Are they holding some kind of ceremony? And what's with that pile of knickknacks? Are they worshipping them?
Seems so. That must be the Sword of Brilliant Valor, surely! Lo and behold.
Are you sure? Why would hilly trolls be bowing down?
Seems somebody tossed an old sword into a pile of spoils these hilly trolls were already celebrating.
This is in terrible shape.
If you saw one in broad daylight, is valor not the same? When everything is going your way, it seems meaningless, fades into the background. But when you're in dire straits,
You're right.
let's scout around.
There's somebody there.
Stanley?
He's acting.
What happened? What?
Huh? Oh, it's nothing.
What? What?
Maybe it...
Torn to oblivion!
Lo and behold, the
Liar, a chunk of scrap wood with the...
There's also wine stains on it.
And yet, my bard's intuition, warriors wear their battle scars. Surely an intact shield is one that has shied away from the battlefield. Though the soldier's body be tired and torn, still they fight till the very end, till they have no...
You do have a point. Okay, then. Ahem. Well, okay. You take it from here. Hope you've picked up some hilly tricks. Seems cheerful enough. Maybe negotiate... Uh-oh. He did not seem to appreciate that. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Illusion shattered!
He might be a little prick. Hey! He dropped the shield and...
Guys, thank you so much. Mom, Dad.
Hey, what? The wine! You promised! What are you doing here?
Hey, what are you doing here, boss?
Oh, that's right. An after-dinner stroll, to be precise.
Paimon's starting to think Stanley might be a fraud. Did Stanley plant the sword and...
Adventurers must be pretty familiar with Dadaupa Gorge.
You better believe.
Wow. Then I admire...
It's only to be expected of a great adventurer. I'll get back to my...
Guilty conscience much?
Well, he shouldn't have gotten so... Although, on further reflect, someone who can't let go of the past, I wonder if...
What are you talking...
Anyway,
Clear skies can do nothing to hide the brilliance of lightning. Divine bolts can strike even in the absence of...
Tell me, Stanley.
Huh? Why does he keep repeating?
Surely not.
Oh, Stanley. It should have been me. If only you hadn't had to save her. You were a renowned adventurer.
I think our friend really did, but the real adventurer. The real Stanley is the one who died.
Wait, so the...
I fear that may be the case.
Stanley. Mondstadt must remember Stanley will never... I'm sorry, Stanley. Are you guys planning on eavesdropping much longer?
Yikes!
Go.
But...
Leave now.
Honorary Knight! Venti! I've been looking for you everywhere! I wanted to thank you again for helping me find...
Oh,
Yeah, really!
that's wonderful. So, Jack.
No, not yet. Besides, I'm sure Stanley still has a... Stanley, We'll see you tomorrow then.
Stanley's really fond of that kid. Jack left.
Oh.
Huh?
Just now. Just a weary old
You're not a total...
stories. To be honest, my memories, that's my biggest secret of all these years. But the one thing I can never forget is that he died in a windless land.
Exactly. Even in his... Instead, he's become...
I'm too old. I'm completely... No adventurer should have to go that way.
Hans Archibald.
My true name? How did you know? The wind! I can hear the wind blowing in the Mare Tavari. I always believed you existed.
Will you hand me your old friend's spirit?
I thank you all. I'm sorry. But...
Ah, wonderful. This calls for a celebration.
And by libation...
No, I'll head off to fetch the wine.
Huh? Where's that supposed to be? What?
Stanley, so many years after the fact, but I for one am confident that the...
You made it.
Just tell us where you...
Yep. Well, sort of. When actually it's just a half bottle of The first time I saw this view, I hadn't even taken on this form yet. It was about 2,600 years ago, before the world had come under the rule of the Seven. At that time, old Mondstadt was ruled by a tyrant, who sealed off the city's perimeter with a ferocious hurricane. Even the birds couldn't get in or out.
Old Mondstadt? Oh, Paimon remembers!
That's right. The Tyrant of the Winds who once ruled from that tower was Decarabian, god of storms. Back then, I was but a wisp among the 1,000 winds. I wasn't a god of anything. I didn't even have a human form. I was just a tiny elemental being who lived in the wind, a gentle breeze bringing subtle changes for the better, or tiny seeds of hope.
A tiny elemental being? Without a human form? Venti, do you mean you?
Yep. My current form is not so different from the situation with fake Stanley. I took the form of a friend. In old Mondstadt transpired the story to be told. Where a tyrant ruled, I met a boy not that old. The lyre he played, and for a song he sought. But storm walls blocked blue sky, he was sincerely distraught. I do so wish to see the birds in flight, said he, his strong eyes filling with light. But his voice was lost in the howling wind's churn, for the whirlwind takes and gives not in return. The true sky and songs that cageless soar, were they not wishes worth fighting for? So the boy turned, extending his hand. Let us cast down the tyrant and his walls from this land. The young boy raised then the flag of revolt, and I threw myself into freedom's tumult. Victorious were we who fought to be free. Gods fell, winds whipped, nations shook violently. In the smoke, a despot met his doom, and we watched as his great tower fell none too soon. Mondstadt began anew, the story passed down, and since then never has another worn its crown.
So then what? What happened to your friend?
Say, Paimon, do you wish to hear the next—
Yes, of course! The suspense is killing Paimon! Now's the time you suddenly get a
getting a little— You know, you're so smart. But then, maybe it's right that true friends can tell what the other is thinking. A refreshing drink, a gentle breeze. Moments like this always take me back to a song that I first heard from him. Fly, fly away. Like a bird in the sky. See the world on my behalf. To the heavens may you fly.